for the first time in forever, the show that aims to fill the gaps in all of our watch lists. Last week I spoke about Tim Burton's gothic fantasy classic Edward Scissorhands, and if you haven't seen that video, you can check it out by clicking the link in the description below. But this week, it's time to bear witness to the love child of two of the most eccentric filmmakers of all time, Quentin Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez. So, as I don't have any witty remarks to introduce this. The movie is just beyond that. This is From Dusk Till Dawn. Wait a second. I am going to be talking about spoilers for this film, so consider this your warning now.
You asked me to act natural, I'm acting natural. In fact, under the circumstances, I think I had to get an Academy Award for how natural I'm acting. You asked me to get rid of him, I'm doing my best.
Well, your best better get a hell of a lot better, or you are going to feel a hell of a lot worse. Everybody be cool. You be cool.
Right. From Dusk Till Dawn. Where to begin? So, truth be told, I actually knew very little about this movie. I knew that it was written by Quentin Tarantino, it was directed by Robert Rodriguez, it starred George Clooney and Tarantino himself, and has since its release kind of achieved a bit of a cult status. That was where my knowledge extended to. So lo and behold my surprise when I discovered that the opening 45 minutes of this movie is just set up for what might possibly be the most batshit insane film I have ever seen in my 22 years on this planet. Clooney and Tarantino play Seth and Richie Gecko, two criminal brothers on the run from the police, looking to pass the US-Mexico border and be free. In doing so, they take Harvey Keitel and his family hostage, using them as cover to evade border security. Once across the border, the group look to wait the night out at a trucker and biker bar until shit hits the fan and are soon under attack from vampires. Okay, let's look at the opening half of this movie before we even begin to discuss the chaos that is the second half. The pairing of Tarantino and Rodriguez really does produce some terrific moments. Obviously, at this point in time, Tarantino had already proven himself with Reservoir Dogs and Pulp Fiction under his belt, and Rodriguez has just come off Desperado, a film that Tarantino also cameoed in, and the two would also later join forces again to make Grindhouse, a movie containing two movies, in a nod to the Grindhouse genre. But From Dusk Till Dawn is very clearly both filmmakers going hell for leather and seeing what sticks. As can be expected with a Tarantino screenplay, there are some absolute corkers of dialogue in here, and the interactions that some characters have are really, really well written. And that's also aided by George Clooney, who, again, at this point in his career, I think he just begun to star in ER, and he was on his way to like Hollywood star status. And this performance, I think, really helped him. He's got the charm, he's got the charisma that, even though his character Seth is just such a detestable douchebag, his charm and his presence actually makes him some sort of protagonist that you can just about get behind. Tarantino, on the other hand, well, let's just say that this is a good reason as to why we prefer Tarantino when he's behind the camera than when he's in front. To be fair to him, though, I don't think any actor could have made Richie likable. This dude is a perverted, psychopathic rapist. There's no redeeming qualities to him. Of course, you're not meant to really like his character, but every time it focuses on him, especially when he's perving on Juliette Lewis's character, it's just really uncomfortable to watch. Also, to make matters worse, it's so clear that Tarantino wrote this role for himself to play, because, and those who are familiar with Tarantino will know this, Richie has an insatiable foot fetish. He's staring at bare feet. He's also making Salma Hayek stick her foot in his mouth while pouring whiskey down it. No, yeah. What? However, though, both Seth and Richie have a decent enough bond that will keep you invested in the movie. It came across very much like Of Mice and Men, in which you've got Seth and Richie are almost like George and Lenny. Seth and George being the ones that have all the plans and are trying to keep Richie in line. He's a bit of a loose cannon. And so the opening portion of the film is fine. There are some tense moments, there's some really, really impressive dialogue, the good performances, and I was interested in seeing where this story could go. And then Cheech Marin turns up and says this.
Alright, we got white pussy, black pussy, Spanish pussy, yellow pussy, we got hot pussy, cold pussy, we got wet pussy, we got smelly pussy, we got hairy pussy, bloody pussy, we got snapping pussy, we got silk pussy, velvet pussy, nalga hide pussy, we even got horse pussy, dog pussy, chicken pussy, come on, you want pussy, come on in, pussy lovers.
I'm sorry. Just repeat that one more time for me. Did you just say snapping pussy?
We got snapping pussy.
As soon as we arrive at Titty Twister, this is when things fly so out of control, and From Dusk Till Dawn emerges itself as a crazy, blood-fueled B-movie that just so happens to star A-list actors and be written and directed by top-tier filmmakers. If we were to draw up the stupidity scale for a moment, at the top, in a kind of lesser extent, you have silly, then you have ridiculous, then dumb, then stupid, then moronic, and then at the bottom we have From Dusk Till Dawn. Initially, the bar just seems like a seedy ditch where douchebags can hang out, drink, and watch naked ladies. Then Salma Hayek shows up, draped in a snake, makes every teenage boy watching this pass through puberty in a matter of seconds, and then boom! Lizard Lady.
Welcome to slavery.
Oh, what is this movie? What ensues is a madcap gore fest as vampires devour their guests, stakes are plunged through chests, Harvey Keitel creates a shotgun crucifix, this man has a gun on his penis, George tells Lenny Tarantino to look at the flowers, a werewolf shows up, pretty much everyone dies, and then it ends. Okay, look, before I say anything critical about this film, I understand wholeheartedly that Tarantino and Rodriguez were really going for that B-movie concept and just kind of trying to spice it up a little bit. I cannot fault their ambition, and especially when it comes to the visual presentation of this film, it looks fantastic. The practical creature effects and makeup work in this film is really, really impressive. You can actually tell that those behind and in front of the camera actually gave a damn. The big A-list actors like Clooney and Keitel, they're having fun, they're letting their hair down, letting loose, and just enjoying killing vampires. But that doesn't stop the film feeling like a glorified B-movie. And unfortunately, that means following the horrendous tropes and developments that lots of B-movies do. The sense of character development is non-existent here. Emotionally, you do not care about any of the characters in this film. There are also moments where characters who are just in the background, characters that we don't know the names to, know absolutely nothing about and are not introduced to, suddenly just jump up to supporting players to try and survive along with our main group of characters. Like, it literally comes out of nowhere. And it's also very, very silly. Perhaps a little too silly for its own good. Sure, if you're drinking and you're watching it with some mates, then you can probably sit and put this on and have a really good laugh to it. But I don't think there is much of an appeal. I don't think anyone watches this and thinks, cool, this is such a high piece of cinema. It's entertaining just to take your brain out and sit and watch. From Dusk Till Dawn is insane. The partnership of Rodriguez and Tarantino certainly proved to be an explosive one as they embraced the schlockiness and ridiculousness of a genre of a bygone era, and the actors all give it their all, but at the end of the day, despite how entertaining the film is at times, it is wildly out of control and a bit too silly for my liking. So, after watching From Dusk Till Dawn for the first time in forever, it's good, but it's not urgent. Anyway guys, those are my thoughts on that film. Let me know, have you seen From Dusk Till Dawn and what did you think of it? As I'm sure some of you are aware, we are on the road to 300. The end is almost in sight. I've said that once I reach 300 subscribers, I'm going to do a Blu-ray collection video. So if you are watching this video, you have enjoyed yourself, but you are not yet subscribed, please click that subscribe button, and I promise you, you will make my day. And here is a teaser for what you can expect next week. Thanks for watching. If you have enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more, please make sure that you click that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. All the links to my social media accounts, my Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and my letterbox are all in the description below. And if you haven't liked the video, what are you still doing here?